What's up YouTube? It's Solo QueFine, and today I'm coming with a video that'll give you 3 sleepers for your fantasy football team this year. Now none of these guys are going to be able to carry your team, but they are 3 very good candidates to stash on your bench, and when the time is right can put up maybe 15 to 20 points depending on the matchup. First up on the list is Jared Cook for the Oakland Raiders. Now, I would say that I'm a little surprised to see that his ownership is so low, but given how Derek Carr played last year and the absolute chaos that's going on with John Gruden, I can see why most people are going to stay away and avoid him this year. However, with another crazy John Gruden move, the team just released Martavis Bryant, which is going to open up some more targets to someone else. Seth Roberts plays in the slot, but he's never been able to get it going from a fantasy standpoint, so it really leaves Amari Cooper and Jordy Nelson on the outside with Jared Cook working on the inside. Like I said, depending on the matchup, I can see him having an 8-catch, 80-yard game and 1 touchdown, and that's a nice fantasy weekend for you. Next up on the list is a guy that you most likely haven't heard of before, but has the potential to finish as a top 30 wide receiver in fantasy points. Austin Carr for the New Orleans Saints is surprisingly in a very good position right now, as he's currently the starting slot receiver with Drew Brees as his quarterback. In the dress rehearsal preseason game, he finished with 3 catches for 38 yards. You have Michael Thomas and Ted Ginn on the outside as deep threats, Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram to run the ball and catch the ball out the backfield. So it's pretty much going to leave Austin Carr one-on-one in the slot all game long. If he has opportunities against linebackers and safeties, I think he's in a good position where he can win, and again, have one of those 8-catch, 100-yard games and a touchdown. The third guy on this list also comes from New Orleans, and that's Boston Scott. Now, after today's cuts, he's also in a very interesting situation. Jonathan Williams was released by the Saints. Shane Vereen is out on IR. Mark Ingram is serving his 4-game suspension, so he's definitely going to get some touches in his first 4 games. And especially if something happens to Alvin Kamara, he's all of a sudden the number 1 feature back in a prolific offense. So not as high of a ceiling as the rest, but certainly could get some goal line work since Alvin Kamara is more of your change of pace receiving back. As a bonus, I also included Alfred Morris for the San Francisco 49ers. For some reason, he's still only 3% owned in the ESPN Fantasy League, and with Jerick McKinnon out for the season and Matt Breida being more of a change of pace back, it would seem like he's in line to get a lot of carries this year, and especially near and around the goal line. Again, he's a guy who, depending on matchup, could eclipse 100 yards, maybe get a touchdown or 2, and also with Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback, this offense is expected to be much more explosive this year and pick up from where they left off last season. So those are my 3, technically 4 fantasy sleepers that I think will be able to help you in the 2018 NFL fantasy season. If you found this video to be helpful, feel free to drop a like and subscribe, and as always, appreciate you watching the video. I'm Solo QueFine, and I'm OWT.